Welcome back to Mid-Morning on WKYT. Marriage equality is a controversial topic in the news these days, and a campus ministry at UK is hosting a public discussion on that subject. They're calling it Chapel Talk, and also a Christian response, they say, in favor of marriage equality.
And we are joined today by the Reverend Dana Lockhart with the Ignite Lutheran Campus Ministry. Welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Talk about this Chapel Talk and how it came to be.
Well, Chapel Talk is going to be a series of events. It came to be out of a conversation that I had, some work that I've done with my Episcopal colleague, Father Joe Mitchell, who is the Episcopal campus minister. We talked about ways in which we can use our chapel, which is situated directly right in the middle of UK's campus, to do more engagement with the public and to lift up some conversations from a faith perspective. We decided on marriage equality as our first topic of conversation because of the timeliness of the issue. Also, it's the issue that resonated most with students.
Well, what do you hope that people will take away from this ultimately?
What we hope is that people will take away a new perspective on the issue. As Lutherans and Episcopalians, we've come away, we've had a decade-long conversation now about human sexuality, and we've come away from that in different places than a lot of other Christian denominations. We have gay and lesbian pastors, bishops, church council members, and many of them are in long-term committed relationships. And so we're going to hear from some of those people. Some of our panelists are in decade-long relationships, same-gendered relationships. Some have been married out of state, and they are serving as ordained clergy. And that's a perspective that I think needs to be lifted up in this conversation.
Will the students be able to ask questions and give their perspectives on the issue as well?
Absolutely. We're not looking to change anyone's mind or create controversy. We're trying to have a conversation. And so there will be an audience Q&A. We're figuring out exactly how that will be structured, but there will be an opportunity for people to ask specific questions. And
in terms of the panelists, who are some of the individual voices that people can expect to hear?
Right. Well, we've put together a very diverse panel. We have 2 Lutheran pastors that are coming. We have an Episcopal priest. We have a UCC pastor, and we actually have a Southern Baptist, an ordained Southern Baptist minister. 3 of those people are, 3 of our panelists are in committed same-gendered relationships, and 2 others are allies. All of them, I think, bring a real depth of pastoral care and biblical knowledge, and will bring a perspective that I think is worth hearing.
Very interesting.
The further information available, I guess, on your Facebook page?
Right, on our Facebook page.
All right, and that would be the St. Augustine's Chapel, and the event is January 28th, 7 p.m. Thank you so much for being on, Dana.
Well, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.